Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MC5 Sports Podcast and H-Tape delay coverage here on the Seacoast. Hockey Round 2 of the Oyster River Bobcats and the Spaulding Red Raiders. This time, the Red Raiders are hosting us here at their barn and ready to rock and roll. Nick McCombie alongside me, Brian Hebert. Hebert, welcome to our first ever actual game we're going to be doing together. How do you feel about it?
I feel great, Nick. This should be a great game.
Yes, and it should be a good matchup. Oyster River coming off a big win after taking a loss to Lebanon, not Lebanon, Mascoma, oh my God, to their last game. Alvin Milford, yes, thank you. I had a little brain freeze there.
The Generals.
The Generals, and that was a shock-heard round that they won, by a final score of 2-1 in that game. It was a very, very close game. And very tough ending. But Spaulding coming off a loss against St. Thomas Aquinas. They're looking hungry. They're looking like they need to bounce back a few notches. These boys are hungry for game 2 tonight. It's pretty wild.
I will say, Nick, Spaulding's schedule the last 2 weeks has been very difficult.
Yeah.
They played St. Thomas twice. They played Alvin Milford. Mm-hmm. They've really been tested as of late, and they've played well. The St. Thomas game was a very tight game. I would expect another tight game here. These teams have a great history over the last 2 years. This will be their 5th meeting. Oyster River is 3-0-1 in the previous 4 games, including the championship last season.
Yep.
And in 3 of those games, Oyster River got off to strong starts. Yep.
And Oyster River, not to say we have to be, between both sides of the teams here. But Oyster River winning that 7-0 game against Portsmouth gave them those 2 extra points that they needed to bounce up into the Division II standings. Right. And right now, they won in first place last season. So this is just, as big as it's going to get. Their roster is stacked still to this day. And they're going to lose 10 seniors. And Spaulding, as you said, they're going to lose nine seniors. So both these teams, they're going to be both in a rebuilding phase, so it's do or die for both these teams. They've got nothing to lose.
And quite frankly, the top 5 teams in this division, any of them could beat the other one in a tournament scenario. Don't sell yourself short on Goffstown. Alvin Milford, as you mentioned, I saw them play against Spaulding. Very physical club.
Yes.
St. Thomas obviously has improved dramatically from last season. They are very well coached and very disciplined.
But the one key piece that St. Thomas Aquinas is missing, and I've said this to many other analysts and other people from other channels, they're missing that backup goaltender because if one thing happens, you can have the greatest offense, the greatest defense, but when it comes down to the chips are down and you don't have that backup goaltender where you can rely on, okay, who do I go to? Do I call the Zamboni driver and say, let's bring him in, let's bring in Steve Ayers, the Zamboni driver from Carolina, and hopefully the miracle will happen, But, as I said, time will only tell once we get to the playoffs because everybody plays differently.
And one thing about this game, Nick, you have 2 Foster's Player of the Year candidates. You have Cole Harwood in the nets for Oyster River. Outstanding.
Yep.
It's been virtually lights out the entire season. And you have Ryan Doobie for Spaulding. 32 goals. He's an exceptional skater and can score in a hurry.
Yep.
The first time these teams played, Oyster River did a very good job slowing Doobie and that first line down.
Yep.
The good news for Spaulding is, since that game, lines 2 and 3 have been a lot better, so they have better balance. It's not just a one-line team with this group. They have a strong second and third line. Against Alvin Milford, they scored 5 of the 7 goals.
Yep.
So hopefully they have depth. They have more depth this year than they did last year, and that includes their defense. They have 4 very good defensemen that play well, whereas in the past they kind of struggled against the better teams defensively. They would get exploited in odd man rushes.
Sounds like Spaulding's as hot as a kettle, waiting to come off the stove. The way you're describing it on this one.
Sure. And to me, the key for Spaulding is, can you crack the code of the Oyster River defensive system? They will get 2, sometimes 3 players on that blue line if they get ahead, and it's a wall. You actually, to me, against a great defensive team, you got to make them play defense. You got to get the puck in the corner.
Yep.
You got to win all the little one-on-one battles. If you do those things and try to wear them down a bit, you can have some relative success against them. That's going to be the key to this game.
It's the defense, and it's going to come down to breaking it down, breaking it all in position. I mean, also, number one, you got to realize, too, and I am going to bring up some Spaulding moments, not just Ryan Doobie, but Tyler Jean is another big story player. The way how he sets himself in front of the net. And I bring him up into this situation because Tyler Jean, anytime Doobie sees him open, it's money in the bank every single time.
In my opinion, the reason why they have played better is because Doobie and Jean work well together. Both of them have stepped up their game the second half of the season. Doobie's passing has been a lot better and has set up Jean for those key goals. Tyler Jean is a great competitor, a strong skater, good two-way player. He has the knack to score the big goal. He's scored some big goals this season.
And then if we talk on Oyster River, I know we're jumping back and forth here. Oyster River Bobcats, I mean, between their line, as I said, was just so stacked between Talon Byer, Nolan Swiss, Kevin Kell, and Liam Eddy, and then also the Levesque brothers. But unfortunately, Sawyer Levesque is going to be out due to an injury. We don't know when he's coming back. It's day to day. Cole Levesque, his brother, has been, Mr. Saucy Hands, they call him over at, and he's spot on with the puck every single time when you watch him. He moves the puck up and down the ice, corner to corner. He knows tape-to-tape passes. He's got good hands, buries it in the back of the net. And, I mean, hands down, the team itself, Oyster River, has got an offense that is like, not like last year, but this year they said, we're going to find our identity. We're going to find out who we are.
And what I like is they're very disciplined. They're very disciplined in all aspects. Not just the defensive system. Their offensive system is sound. They get the puck in the corner. They get the puck behind the net. They pass it back to the defensemen. Their defensemen are underrated, in my opinion. They have good offensive defensemen who can also put the puck in the net. So the key for Spaulding is you can't have any breakdowns on defense against these Bobcats, because if you do give them an inch, they'll take it.
And especially Braden Moriarty, not to interrupt you.
No,
Braden Moriarty is another player. I mean, that kid, you give him some open ice, it's lights out, good night Irene, and it's
I like Nolan Swiss. I like him a lot.
Yes.
And Kevin Kell played very well in the game against Portsmouth the other night. He has great depth on his roster. It's not a one-man team. They have great depth, and they use that depth to wear you down. And to wear you down physically, to wear you down mentally as well. That's a big aspect.
And also, you got to mention, too, when you said you love Nolan Swiss, Swiss went through a ruptured, close to a ruptured spleen last season during the finals, and the kid couldn't play when he played against Goffstown that game at the Whittemore Center during the qualifying rounds into the playoffs. He was battling a severe injury, and basically everybody thought it was stomach flu, stomach bug, but it was not. It was worse than what it was written on paper, and, you feel bad for the kid because he didn't even get to play in the state finals, and now he's he was talking with me, said, I'm hungry, I want it.
Absolutely, Nick. He has extra motivation. These other Oyster River players should be proud of their championship last season.
Yeah.
They really played well in that championship game. Again, credit to their coaching. But the Swiss kid who was injured, he has a lot to play for this. He wants a championship.
Yeah, he wants it. He wants to put the ring on his finger, even though he got the ring. But, he was the backbone of that team. As you can see right there, they do their huddle up, and that's on camera. And, most of these teams don't really see that much like that. They have that commitment. They have that depth. And, same with Spaulding. They have that moment. So.
And Colin McIntyre in the Spaulding net, we haven't talked about him yet, has been simply outstanding as well. These are two great goalies.
Yes.
Two great goalies who see the puck beautifully, and they're actually better the more shots they see. McIntyre, when he is on, is capable of really being on.
Oh, yeah.
You can ask the Green Wave about that in the semifinals last year.
And then you got to also look at, and I say this like the 2011 Boston Bruins, you have Rollins on the other side, and then you have Tim Thomas. Who's Tim Thomas and who is Rollins? Because when Timmy T was playing in Game 7 against that Stanley Cup playoff game for the Eastern Conference, all it came down to was that one simple little thing. I got to be better than that other goaltender down the other end of that net, because even though it's 0-0, it takes one goal to change the entire depth of the game.
Well, Nick, this should be a really good game tonight.
Absolutely.
And this should be, both these teams are championship material teams, in my opinion.
And tonight's starting rosters will be brought to you in part by our friends over at Durham House of Pizza, and this will be the Oyster River Bobcats starting roster. Let's listen in.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's outstanding, Nick.
What a voice.
Isabella Vino.
Isabella Vino. I love it. Love it.
She did basketball games, and I did the PA for basketball this season. She's got a great voice. It's some hockey, Nick.
Yeah, we got hockey night with ESPN's little thing here. Oh, wow.
Boy, you can feel it.
I know.
You can feel the atmosphere.
You can cut it with a knife.
This is going to be a great matchup. Boy, you can feel the intensity from both teams. Just seeing both teams and just waiting to come onto the ice. You can feel it.
This face-off is going to be brought to you in part by RJ Excavations. Call them for your next excavation. Call Jackson at 603-507-1404. And then we can't forget about our friend over at Jody's Garage and Tractor Service in Rochester, New Hampshire. Visit Jody's Garage and Tractor Service if you're having a struggling time. Jody's Garage and Tractor Service will be your answer. Tonight's face-off is going to be a big one. Tonight's starting goaltenders, Cole Harwood and McIntyre, will be our other one. So
two veteran goaltenders.
And
lots of experience.
This contest is about as hot as a kettle. Get ready to rock and roll.
It's a pretty good crowd here tonight at the Rochester Ice Arena. Good crowd.
Yes. And the same was at the Whittemore Center, but if the game wasn't on Sunday, I'd been there covering it. But, things happen.
Well, when you got a university playing there, you take what you can get.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Taped away coverage here at Rochester Arena. It's time to rock and roll. We got Bobcat hockey. We got Red Raiders hockey here on the MC5 Sports Podcast and Age.
It's like we're making an adjustment here to the net, Nick. Checking the net here on the to our left. Both officials taking a look at the net.
And we don't see Benjamin Gorgio out here checking on that net to make sure, where's the equipment company here?
Oh, there's a great staff here at the Rochester Arena. Boy, they're nice people, boy. Great staff here. They do a great job.
Yeah, you could tell we are actually right above the Oyster River Bobcats, if I could speak English, excuse me, the Bobcats bench.
The bench, yes.
And then we're also right above the Spaulding Red Raiders bench. It is hot. It's like Stanley Cup playoffs. It's Game 7, do or die, hot as a kettle, and referee says net's ready to go.
All right, here we go, Nick.
Here we go. The face-off of the century. Byer's going to be back after dealing with sick-like symptoms. He feels ready to rock and roll. And the face-off is won by the Bobcats. And just like that, we are on our way here at Rochester Arena. Bobcats battling back and forth. Now it's up at the blue line in the neutral zone. And the Red Raiders and Bobcats are battling for it.
Yep,
no icing. And it's a little quick clear here.
Good flip.
And the Bobcats moving in. And stolen away. Off in the corner. Bobcats laying it on the ice.
Nolan Walsh, good play there. Took it from Caden Smith.
Now here's a big chance.
Out of the zone, though.
Levesque is going to reset up at the neutral zone and then toss it in. No dice on the pass. Going to reset on that play.
Spaulding's forecheck has improved, Nick, over the course of the season. They've gotten better defensively.
This looks like a whole different Red Raiders team. This is like Rocky versus Apollo Creed Fight 2.
Wow. Boy, you're bringing me back to my childhood days, Nick. Which is a long time ago.
Yes. When Creed said Creed in 3.
Yes.
And icing will be the call. So here we go.
Just didn't carry the red line on that, Nick.
No, not enough.
Again, face-offs in the defensive end you want to avoid as much as possible. Conversely, any offensive face-off is beneficial.
This is a good one. 13:51 remaining here in the first period. No score. Oyster River has got him pinned in the zone, but it's stolen away by Spaulding.
2-on-2.
Yep, possible 2-on-2 break here. Gene trying to get out in the middle. Bobcats tried to stick check that one away, but unfortunately there's no dice on that one. Got to roll a 7 on it.
7 or 11, Nick.
7 or 11, exactly.
Boy. Don't want a 3.
No, you don't want a 3. You don't want to sit at the craps table with a 3. And offsides on that one with 13:20 remaining here in the first period. No score.
Note, Spaulding has kind of mixed up their lines to start the game. I would assume that they'll go back to their normal setup as the game goes along.
Yeah,
it looks like they already have with Tyler Jean on the first line, taking the face-off.
13:20 remaining, and as we start off, and Oyster River is going to win the face-off here. Had to change the camera angle up a little bit. We apologize.
Note that clearing attempt hit the official. He took it well. Another icing.
And another icing there once again. This is the one thing I was talking about with a few of the NHIAA officials when I had a moment. I said that icing should not be allowed to make line changes. It's not. It should be NHL rules anywhere.
I thought I was the only person who felt this way about high school hockey. I think you should have to keep the 5 players you have out there.
Exactly. It teaches them the fundamentals of
and
what
not to ice the puck.
And not to ice the puck, exactly. 13:01 remaining and clock running. Still no score. Spaulding trying to answer a big play. Here comes and backhand shot. That's a nasty shot there and a save made by Oyster River. Now here comes Byer. Byer moving it up. Byer's going to go zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day and try and get it in there, but no way.
A lot of open ice here, Nick.
And now here comes an open opportunity here for the Spaulding Red Raiders as they're going to play dump and chase off in the corner.
Which I like. Flip it in and make Oyster River go length of the ice. Try to slow them down.
Yes.
Make them play defense.
You know, you don't see the trap formation much played here in the high school hockey where, you know, it's more of like, you know, trap them and drag it in. Behind McIntyre. Spaulding's going to recover it.
Poplinski, a good skater here. He's got some room. Up the right side.
And they're going to give him some wide open ice just to give him some space, but it's stolen away.
Nice play.
Kicked out on Main Street, and it's a stop there defensively by the Oyster River Bobcats.
Defenseman in there. Colton Nevin, freshman defenseman, in deep for Spaulding here. They will jump into the play, Nick. The defensive pairings.
And here comes the toss out, and no dice on the pass to Braden Moriarty on that one. Now it's a bank off the glass. The nice part is about this arena is the glass banking. It's not like Dover Ice Arena where it's got that short glass and that little netting.
Everything about the Dover Ice Arena is tough, Nick. Please note, including their team.
Oh, yes.
Again, Spaulding trying to get the puck in deep.
And now a possible breakout here.
Sure.
Oyster River is going to dump it around the rails and take it in.
No need to bang it in. Dump it in softly and go chase it. Use the ice to its benefit.
And now here comes Byer. Byer's going to sauce pass it over. Right over to Eddie, and no dice on that one.
Good back check that time by Tyler Jean.
Absolutely. 10:57 remaining here, no score. Oyster River putting the pressure on. Bobcats tries to play a little hacky sack toss.
Got some room here.
No dice on it. And a shot and a save made by Harwood. Another day at the office, says Cole Harwood, and we'll have a face-off.
About 40 feet on that shot, roughly, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite broadcasters, Fred Kuzik, would exaggerate the distances of the shots, which I enjoy.
Kuzik is always a great guy. I always enjoy listening to him on that whole play there. You know, he always was money every time. Face-off won by the Bobcats. Excellent face-off win in their zone.
Indeed, Nick. It's critical to win those defensive draws.
Yes. Spaulding trying to put some pressure here. Got a shot, and it's just off the pillow pad and wide, and Oyster River will try and recover it. Allen tries to set the whole play up, but the Oyster River Bobcats say, no, not today.
What I like is Spaulding is being fairly patient on the offensive end, not in a hurry. Sometimes they get too quick in the offensive zone. Set it up, take your time. Puck possession is important.
And a little kick-ole toss there and gets it through. Here comes the Bobcats trying to get it through. Defensive stop there by the Red Raiders.
Hunter Poplinski, much improved from last year. Very solid two-way player defensively.
Those are the kind of guys. And a little hard check, and he says, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Jackson Shapley, 6'3", 220 pounds, Nick.
Yes.
Really put his weight into him that time.
220 pounds is a very big guy.
He's a big kid. Sophomore. Only a sophomore.
And here's an opportunity for the Bobcats, and a pass out was no dice on that one. Kevin Kell tried to look for it. Now here comes Doobie. Doobie, one man rushing it into the zone. Trying to look for an open man. Gets it over to number 18 for the Spaulding Red Raiders. No dice on that.
Good defensive play by Maddox March there on the one-on-one matchup with Doobie.
Yes. Maddox March
stood him up nicely.
Maddox March is a very dangerous defenseman. He is very red hot when you catch him. And now here's a possible chance for the Oyster River Bobcats in the zone. 9:02 remaining. Clock running. Oyster River dumped it into the corner of the zone off in the over where the Spaulding Red Raiders come in. Shot, tossed
into
up.
the netting, Nick.
Yes, and that net is not regulation size. We won't say that.
Again, Oyster River gets the puck in the corners and makes the defense work.
We'll have a face-off inside the Spaulding Red Raiders zone with 8:49 remaining, still no score, and this will be on the stick side of McIntyre.
Liam Eddy for Oyster River on this face-off.
Eddie is another good face-off winner. The one thing I always say, and as a hockey player myself, face-off, face-off, face-off. You got to win all those.
3-on-3 here, Nick.
And here's a possible 3-on-3 here. Dumps it in. Big opportunity. Oh, a funny little bounce, and it rolls around like a knuckle puck and still bouncing around. Yeah, and a big chance and an opportunity just shot wide.
Again, a bouncing puck, Nick, as you indicated. Tough to get the shot accurate when it's a bouncing puck.
Now here comes a sauce pass over to Byer, but no way, Jose, says Spaulding. Big opportunity.
Overskated at that time, Cole Enman.
Yep.
Who has played well the last couple of games. He scored at St. Thomas on Saturday.
And here comes a shot, and just goes off the top of the glass and wide. We play on. Maddox March just tosses it in and just says, we got to reset this.
Yep.
Both these teams are just neck and neck.
Very even first period, very structured play.
Little West Coast hockey up the middle a few times.
Yep. 3-on-2 here, Nick.
There's a possible 3-on-2 for the Spaulding Red Raiders. Shot. Harwood's going to make the stop here and make a quick little jump and go.
Give Harwood credit. He came out of his net, took the angle away, and covered it up immediately.
And he never let the rebound come out, because that is the worst thing you can do as a goaltender, is leave a rebound for a player that's just charging right at you.
Spaulding needs to crash the net. That is a point of emphasis, I would think, in comparison to the first game.
Yep, and a shot just goes into the crowd, and that one will be a nice souvenir.
Into the bench.
Yeah, I apologize. Into the bench. That'll be a nice souvenir for an Oyster River Bobcat.
It's like number 4 there in the jacket. Took it pretty well there.
Yes.
Good job by him. That's why they have helmets.
Yeah,
for those
indeed.
Extra personnel.
And a shot just off the waffle board and wide, and it's a save made.
Ticketed for the short side, just missed. A good shot there by Doobie.
And we play on. Now here comes Harwood. Levesque. Cole Levesque.
Levesque, my apologies.
Yes, I know. I'm looking at Harwood, and I'm like, wait a minute, where am I going with my brain? Big opportunity. Toss and dump off behind McIntyre. We're going to reset.
Nick Dreher, good defenseman, senior defenseman.
Now here comes the Spaulding Red Raiders tossing it in.
Shot was deflected, Nick.
Yeah, the defenseman, the defense on Oyster River is just phenomenal. They know where Spaulding is, where they're going to go. And Oyster River, I did have a chance to talk with them 2 days before, 2 games before this. They said they love playing at Rochester Arena because it's the difference in the neutral zone compared to most rinks is a little bit shorter. It's a few inches shorter than most arenas.
Significantly shorter, Nick. Again, good possession here by the Red Raiders.
Big opportunity.
Oh,
Shot. Just in the blue paint. And that puck had some eyes on it. Look out. Another shot. Save made by Harwood.
Poplinski, good shot there from the point.
And tossed it out and dumps it. And we're going to just let it roll for an icing with 6:05 remaining.
Sure.
0-0 your score here in this first period.
Some good shots there. Harwood normally very good at controlling rebounds. Give the quality of the shots credit.
Yes, indeed. And that bounce was just very funny looking bounce. And it just sometimes it'll go your way and sometimes it won't. Face-off won by the Red Raiders. They actually got it on a stalemate on that one.
In front, 3 men working well in the cycle.
This right here is what Spaulding is good at. They like to be in front of that net and give an opportunity. And here comes the Red Raiders. Red Raiders have it.
Colton Avon again, the freshman. Overskated it, Nick.
Yep. And a little toss up in the air.
Boy, it almost hit the lights.
I know, right? That would have been an interesting little
would have been a stoppage.
Fluorescent light bulb accident.
Sure.
On that one. And now here comes the Oyster River Bobcats recovering it from a Spaulding, but Spaulding's trying to recover it as well. The one thing I am realizing on this as well, and I am going to bring this up with the Spaulding Red Raiders, anytime the Oyster River Bobcats try and set a neutral zone play up, they're just getting it taken away.
Yep.
And they just can't get a play set up right at the neutral zone.
On the previous play, number 11, Braden Roy, jumped into the play. Mm-hmm. He is very aggressive on both ends as a defenseman. You'll see him on the power play as a forward. So he has offensive talent as a defenseman.
4:57 remaining here. Still no score. Oyster River pulling the flying
chance
G.
here.
And stolen away. Shot and a save made by Harwood. Once again, he controls that rebound and just covers it up quickly.
No screen that time in front. A shot from about the face-off circle. Again, if Harwood can see the puck, he's very good.
He's lined up. Yeah, same with McIntyre.
If they can see it, they're effective.
You gotta block the view, and that's the one thing of any kind of goaltender that's hot, in the state. So, and that's he's the toughest goaltender I've seen coming around.
Here comes Nesbitt.
Nesbitt shot, save
on the short side, Nick.
That was an excellent shot right there, though.
Nesbitt, very quick. Very quick, great baseball player, please note. Extraordinary athlete. He's a great skater. Tough kid. Don't let his size fool you. He's
tough. This could be a chance for the Bobcats if they can hurry in the rough patch of ice out in the center ice area.
Again, now defenseman jumping up in the play, Nick.
Here comes a big chance and a shot save. Rebound out in front, but the Bobcats clear it out of there quickly. And here we go, and it's a face-off with 4:04 remaining.
You had both defensemen attacking the net there, Nick.
Yep.
Wow, boy. Spaulding is desperate for that first goal. They got to get ahead.
They did score the first goal last game, so this should be interesting. I don't mean to put Johnny on the spot.
No, but you got to make Oyster River play from behind. Obviously, they're great front runners. Make them play from behind. Obviously, with a 13-1-2 record, they know what they're doing.
Here's a big chance and an opportunity. Great shot and just a bit wide. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left.
Tony Allen in front that time. Right off the half boards, Nick.
Yep. And there's a big chance off right around the corner off the yellow, and Harwood's just going to cover it up quickly.
Again, very smart. Cover it up. Set up your face-off. Yep. I would say Red Raiders the last 5 minutes have controlled the play.
Yes.
Oyster River started off well. I'd say Spaulding has stepped it up in the last 5 minutes.
Absolutely. And the face-off, excellent face-off win. They needed that face-off win, and the Bobcats try and get it out of the zone.
Near center ice here.
Yep, big chance here. We play on, no icing.
No, you carry the red line, Nick.
Yep.
Here comes the skater, Ryan Doobie. Once he gets momentum going forward, boy, he can skate, this kid. Very exciting skater.
Excellent hands here. Here's an opportunity. Doobie in, shot, and it's a defensive poke check away.
Everything but the goal there, Nick.
Yep.
Great activity.
He's got the hands, and, that's the thing.
And he's got a fast shot, Nick. Kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he snaps it quick. See if they go D-to-D here.
2:47 remaining. Here's a shot and a save made by Harwood. And we'll have a cover with 2:44 remaining.
Normally I like keeping track of stats, but this is too intense with you.
I know, right?
But I would say Spaulding has a shot advantage.
Absolutely. 2:44 remaining here in this first period. This face-off is brought to you in part by our friends at Lou's Garden. Visit Lou's Garden today for your next meal.
Deflected. Just
and
wide.
A shot just a bit wide.
That was Caden Smith, who scored against Alvin Milford, their first goal against them. So,
and a nice poke check here by the Oyster River Bobcats. They could have a possible 2-on-2 break here if they can hurry. Swiss out in front.
Great
Opportunity, shot, save. Another rebound out in front. Wow, that puck was bouncing around like the pinballs at Fun Spot.
Good play by McIntyre there. Saw the puck nicely. Steered the rebound to the side.
Excellent play. Now here comes a chance here up the middle.
Speed here.
And a shot. Oh, over the shoulder and wide as McIntyre tried to grab the can of corn but just couldn't grab it.
That was a strong shot from about 25 feet, Nick.
Just a few more inches down, it would have gone Bardowski. Shot in this paddleboard save there off the stick as it was Swiss again.
Very active.
Now it's a little tussle and rustle for the puck out in the neutral zone. It's a game of wits right now between these two teams. Who wants the first goal? And it's offsides. What a call by the referee.
It was a good call, just out of the zone, Nick. Fortunate it was just out of the zone.
You got to have eyes of right on that line.
So far for Spaulding, 0 defensive breakdowns. That's a very important trait to keep going here.
Absolutely. And the faceoff is won by Red Raiders. They won that one on a stalemate.
Yep. Some room here.
Big chance and opportunity. Oh, look out. Hey, how are you? What's your story? Goes into the corner there. And that is dumped in. No icing, and we play on. It's just across that. They're in the Spaulding zone. And tries to rush it up was number 14 for the Oyster River Bobcats, Nick Dreher.
Good chip out that time by Spaulding. Got it out of the zone.
Yep, nice little play. Final minute as we play here.
This is exciting, Nick. This has been a good first period, Nick.
Oh, it's as hot as it's as hot as butter as a butter knife right now.
Looks like we got offside there. Good call by that official.
And with
just offside.
48.4 seconds remaining. Still no score here on the MC5 Sports tape delay coverage here on the podcast.
No, I just did a little math in my head. The Red Raiders' first line has scored 56 goals this season.
Really?
56.
Wow. That is a big number.
Yeah, oh, certainly, Nick.
And blows a tire is number 15, Dominic Dreher.
Good defenseman.
Or correction, DeRosa.
Great give-and-go pass there. Good save by McIntyre.
Dump and toss out in the corner. We play on, and we have
high stick, perhaps.
A little high stick.
I'm not great with my signals, Nick.
You'll have to help this is high stick. This is elbowing. This is hooking.
I'm used to traveling.
3-second
violation.
Traveling, 3-second violation. Game misconduct. I think that's pretty much in any sport. You know, they're pretty much all the same on that part. 23 seconds remaining. Dump and toss, and icing will be the call. Now, if I am the Oyster River Bobcats in this situation, this is where I'm going to basically put the meat in the grinder, and I say it like this. I would basically, if you're going to go up ahead right now, pop one in the back of the net, go in the locker room, talk some shop, and work it out. But if I'm Spaulding, keep it, hold it down, and
looks like some confusion here with personnel, Nick.
Yes, oh boy.
I'm sure they're going to run a set play here. That would make sense.
Yep.
Sort of a set play.
And the stick is broken there. Somebody had a little bit of a yard sale out at the Pure Hockey Sale. And stolen away. Here's a big opportunity with 10 seconds remaining. And it'll be a little bit of debris action out in front. And another snappity-dappity-do going on there. 2 seconds
offside
remaining, and 1 second. Are they going to just let the clock run dead?
Called offside, Nick.
Wow.
No, Logan Barker. Those sticks are expensive, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I just looked at one over at Dick's Sporting Goods. $159 for a basic.
It's not like buying a basketball, Nick.
I know, right? You know, you can't just, blow it up and then go out and play and shoot some hoops. Here we go. We have a face-off, and that's going to do it at the end of the first period. Our score is down to goose eggs here at Rochester Arena. Any thoughts for the second period, Brian?
Well, Spaulding in the second period has had some trouble. They've been better the last 4 or 5 games playing stronger second periods. Against St. Thomas the first time, played a strong second period. They have to continue this good play. I would say they had a slight edge in play in that first period. But give Harwood credit, he was spot on many of the chances.
Oh, yeah. And McIntyre down the other end hasn't seen much shots.
No, surprising.
Yeah, and, I think there's going to be a little bit of a gap between that, and they'll fix it. They'll get it back.
The size of the rink clearly changes the style of Oyster River, whereas on that big ice, college ice surface,
yes,
they can run their two-way system beautifully and just wear you out. Here it's a lot, like you said, a lot tighter quarters at the center ice area. It's a lot tighter here.
And I've even skated on it, and not to put you, I've skated on it, and you get that feeling. You go, wait a minute, this feels different.
That's one thing that you've done that I have never done, skated.
And I mean, and you skate on different arenas. Like I've skated over at the Whittemore Center, and I could tell you when it was the Olympic size ice.
Yes.
And things were way different, from today. So
be curious to hear what the shots were in that first period.
Yeah, I have no idea what the shots are on the the shots on goal. We'll get those shots on goal here in a moment here on the MC5 Sports, where we're going to take a quick break, take a breather.
A great idea.
Yeah, we're going to have to, after that little electric chair moment where we were sitting down and enjoying every little bit of it. Back in a moment here on MC5 Sports. Our proud sponsor also is Sweet Meadows Flower Shop, Durham House of Pizza, and we will be back in a little bit. And also Cheryl B's Jellies and Jams in Dover, New Hampshire. Back in here in a moment. Right. Welcome back to second period action here on the MC5 Sports. Brian, you got some stats you were popping up on the shots on goal. We finally got them.
Yep. Great job by Mrs. Ferrulo in there, she's a very accurate scorer. Keeps a great score sheet. 13-3 the shots for Spaulding.
Wow.
First period. 13-3.
Both goaltenders are switching sides here. You know, the ice hasn't even been tilted at all between these two teams.
Nope.
And that's the one thing, you look for between Oyster River and, Spaulding, here in the second period. And both these teams, I mean, they're playing an even match.
I would agree. I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. Spaulding has been very disciplined so far, which is key. They're playing good, solid, I wouldn't say conservative hockey. They're playing smart hockey. They're moving the puck over the line. They're getting the puck in deep. They're getting the puck out of their zone fairly quickly. Making Oyster River play defense. That's the formula to try to beat them.
This second period face-off is brought to you in part by our friends at Collectiques in Rochester, New Hampshire. Visit Collectiques today for your next nerd nostalgia. If you want to go to Collectiques, stop on in.
That sounds exciting, man.
I know, right? It brings back our childhood memories every time I go there.
Get my baseball cards back.
I know,
Boy,
right? Exactly. Or you could go to Toys from the Attic. That's where they're good places, too.
Yes.
I love Toys from the Attic. Don Burrows, he's a very excellent guy.
Summersworth guy.
Yep, Summersworth guy. I heard he was trying to run for mayor a couple of times. Rumor was going around, and there's a nice little trip, no call on that one. We play on.
One thing to watch here, Nick, in the second period is how do both teams handle the long change?
Exactly.
That's a key factor to watch.
And an opportunity as it's dumped and tossed in.
Smart pass there, Braden Roy.
Yep.
Good chance here, Nick.
Yep, and a shot and a save made by Harwood. Somehow he got it through the traffic and the wickets.
There was good traffic there. I'm not sure if he saw it initially, but he made a good adjustment.
And it's a little rolling puck bounce right over on the side there. We play on.
Good hit there.
Yeah, an excellent hit right off in the corner. We play on, and now here we go.
Talon Byler on that hit for us.
Talon Byler, yep. Talon Byler.
Good job, Talon.
Now here comes Oyster River. They're making a quick line change here.
Yep, almost caught him. Some room here for Doobie.
Doobie, shot on the backhand and a save made. Oh, that was a blister in the hole.
That was a pretty impressive backhand because that was from about 25 feet. That was not from right in front of the net.
And that's the one thing I do like is the backhand. The backhand is the most dangerous play still to this day. You know, it still keeps you on your toes as a goalie.
Sure, then you can deke to it too when you get closer.
And the faceoff is won, and it is dumped in, back in. One thing I will say, the Bobcats are being hemmed into their zone right now.
I would agree with that, Nick.
Yep.
Again, patient. Wow, look out.
Look out.
Boy, good range by that youngster. Into the bench.
I know. Coach D over here in the corner here kind of caught a little glimpse of the flash before the eyes.
Yes.
And we'll have a face-off with 13:24 remaining.
Good win there by Oyster River.
Yes, excellent win by Oyster River, and now they're going to try and move it up.
Nesbitt for Spaulding is a good face-off man, but he got beat that time.
Big opportunity here. Pinned in the corner. Oyster River trying to do whatever they can.
3 Red Raiders on that puck.
Bobcats, excellent job keeping it on the outside. Shot and a save made by, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank here on the goaltender. McIntyre, thank you.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for, Nick.
Yes.
Note that shot was from the high slot area. Good shooting position.
And now here comes another opportunity. Bobcats going to try and move it up. They could make a 3-on-2 if they can move it.
Another rolling puck.
Yeah, that puck is bouncing.
Rolled right off Levake's stick that time.
The one thing they do before every game is freeze the puck, and that shot just goes over the head and wide.
Yep.
Is freeze the pucks, and then they pull them out of the freezer. It's been always a thing, so I wonder if the pucks were just thawed out.
2-on-2 here, Nick.
Yep.
3-on-3 now.
Here comes a big chance and an opportunity. Shot, whistle, Dixie wide on that one.
I would say the Bobcats have made some adjustments here to start the second period.
Yes, and it's offsides, and they got to try and hurry back.
Yep, they do have to hurry back. Look at this.
Here comes a possible chance here. Shot and a save made by Harwood. He denies him like a stuffed muffin in a bakery.
Doobie has been impressive so far, Nick. He's getting good shots on goal, and he's not rushing his shot. He's getting a good shot every time.
Yes, and it is his home rink, so, I mean, he knows the angles of this ice, and he knows what he's doing. 11:41 remaining. Clock is running here in the second period.
Good play by Nick Dreyer there. Took Gene to the corner. Gene had a lot of speed built up on that one.
Yep, and here's an opportunity. And just on the blue line, oh, man.
Still in.
That is still close, and the puck
puck appeared to be on the little glass area.
I think it was on Anthony Allen's shirt. You know, he had to basically jiggle himself out like a Plinko machine.
He was taking a coffee break, I guess.
Yeah, I know, right? He was definitely taking a coffee break.
Good
and a little stiff arm check there, and there's a possible break and stolen away. You've got your fair share of action here in this seat here on the MC5 Sports. Now here comes Byer. Byer shoots one up in the air and deflected, and it will be in the Spaulding Red Raiders zone. Oh, man.
Nick Dreyer for Oyster River had a strong shift there on defense.
Yes.
He stopped two potential close-in chances. That was a breakaway chance on that last one he stopped. That's good defense by him.
Absolutely. We'll have a face-off inside the zone as Kevin Kell will take this one. Face-off won by the Oyster River Bobcats and keeping it in. One thing about the Bobcats, they are going to pressure you. They're going to test you out. Galt with the shot. Rebound out in front. It is loose like a puppy coming out of a pound. And it's a save made there.
What I did like about Spaulding there, even though there was a rebound, there were 4 Red Raiders right around the net looking to help out defensively. It's not the first man. It's often the second man that will make that key play to get rid of that puck. Good pressure by Oyster River here.
Absolutely. 10:46 left to play here in the second, and still the hemming is going on. And the puck is just bouncing around now.
Better effort by Nesbitt on that last faceoff. Tied up the man and then got the puck.
Stiff arm check there by number 5, Nico Balbona.
Definitely Italian there, Nick.
I know, right? Anytime I see him, I go, hey, paisan, hey, mean, your father, hey, come on.
See if we get back to the point.
All right, and a shot right there, and it's a save made by Harwood.
Good pass. See if he makes the next backhand.
And it's off the pipe. I think that might have just clinged off the pipe. Thank your little friend right there.
I think Howard got a piece of it, Nick. You may be correct. We both may be correct on that one.
Yes. 9:53 remaining. Puck is off in the corner. Big opportunity. And now they're going to make a quick line change. Oyster River has been improving on their line changes.
Well, they needed one there, Nick.
Yes, definitely. The legs were tired.
They are good skaters, Nick. They're outstanding skaters. Both these teams are good skaters.
And I mean, both these teams are like speed bags hitting each other. You got fast and faster.
Look out here.
The Bobcats lose that one. Here comes a possible break if Oyster River can get to it quicker than they do so.
Caught Spaulding in a change here, almost.
And a little toss and dump off of a Spaulding player. It was a hope pass.
Again, Colton Nevin, the freshman youngster for Spaulding, defenseman.
Here comes Swiss. Swiss has a chance.
2-on-2. Good hustle on the back check.
And he's just going to reset it, hold it back. Quick, a little dipsy-doo-dah slide, and it's a stop there by the defense.
Tried a one-timer there. That was such a long pass that the timing of the one-timer was not effective.
Exactly. Here comes a shot here, and it's a save by McIntyre, and he'll make another cover. Here comes Spaulding now.
This is what I'm talking about with Braden Roy. He's aggressive, jumping into the plate. Good skater.
This is wide open West Coast hockey, basically, pretty much, outside of the boards, not up the middle.
When he does that, the forward must cover for him, and Trepanier that time did that for Spaulding.
8:27 remaining, no score yet. Pins and needles. You could be sitting down and watching your grandma sew as you take this opportunity.
Like you said, Nick, Oyster River doing a good job with their line changes. Very quick and efficient. Spaulding has done a good job as well in this period to this point.
Both these teams know what's at stake. It's been a game of wits.
Braden Roy put it on the net from outside the blue line.
Excellent tape-to-tape pass, but stolen away by Tyler Jean.
Chance here,
Jean,
Nick.
here's a chance. Shot.
Wow.
Save made by Harwood.
Wow,
What a
Nick.
save right there.
That's Doobie's prime position from about 15 feet. It was a great shot, but a better save.
And
by
here
Harwood.
comes the Oyster River Bobcats. They're going to just toss it and dump it in. What a save there by the Bobcats. Harwood just made the save of his life.
Give Harwood credit. Boy, he reacted well to that. That could have been a tough one for him.
Now here comes a chance. Oyster River gets back onside. Here comes Byer. Byer with a shot. Save made by McIntyre.
This is what hockey is all about. We're going back and forth.
Exactly.
Good offensive chances, and the goaltenders are responding to that right now.
You know, we don't need the Olympics. We got it right here. It's basically everything we need right here.
Yes.
These two teams are just battling, for supremacy. And it's a battle, and it's a face-off won by the Spaulding Red Raiders. Red Raiders have it.
Tyler Jean, good job on that face-off.
Yes, exactly. And now here comes Spaulding. Spaulding has it, 7:12 remaining.
Halfway through, Nick.
I know, this has just been...
This has been an intense 23 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It's going to get hotter, and here's an opportunity.
Just rolled up on a stick that
Possible
time.
3-on-2 for Oyster River. Oyster River can make it if they can do it. And a little stiff arm check there, and we play on. There's a nice move by Doobie. Doobie makes a nice little inside-out moving around, but it's stolen away. Nolan Swiss. Swiss has it behind the net, resetting the play. He'll wrap it around the yellow rails, and we'll play on, but it's stolen away by the Red Raiders.
Again, I give Nick Dreyer, a lot of credit. Boy, he stayed right in front of Doobie. Didn't go for the fake. I really like that kid. He's played a good second period.
He's a sharp cookie when you put him in pressure situations. And that's the one thing, in hockey, you have to have pressured situations. The coach puts you out there, you're skating 20 seconds. It's basically 20 seconds to a minute, and you got to be foot on the gas.
That all being said, Doobie is playing a great game, and he's playing under control, getting, again, good discipline with his shots. He's getting a lot of good chances. Eventually, he'll find the back of the net if you continue to give him that kind of opportunity.
Absolutely. 6:14 left to play here in the second period. Still no score. This game is just about as hot as a kettle on a wood stove.
This number 15, Dominic DeRosa, is a good defenseman as well.
Nice little sauce pass to Talon Byer.
Indeed, Nick.
Those are very tough to do, and it's offsides, and we'll have a delayed offsides here as Liam Eddy and number 7, Talon Byer, was a little bit offsides on that. Might actually have to...
give the official credit with that. He was right on the line and had the view. Give him credit.
And there's only 2 referees in the NHIAA, and it's hard for them to, stay with it.
Basketball, there's often 3, Nick,
yes.
for many of these varsity games.
Exactly. I mean, the referees, they're tough to buy these days.
Yep, it's a dying breed, Nick.
Yes.
In all sports, regrettably. The officials at the high school level.
And it's also, you got to wonder if the parents, they always heckle the referees, and how many times can you heckle them?
I can tell you in basketball, some of these guys are doing 2 games a night, which that's a lot of running.
Oh, yes. And
here a lot of skating.
And it's hard as Spaulding just dumps it in and tosses it right into the play. 5:28 remaining.
Good play there. Oh, just missed
And now here comes a big chance here. All it takes is one little spinorama.
Wow,
here it comes, and a shot. Save made by McIntyre. Glove save. Rebound out in front. Oh, he lost it. Where is it? He doesn't know.
Moriarty had it ticketed for the top side and just missed.
Oh,
Nick.
Braden Moriarty, that was the that was the dagger that could have changed everything. And a blocked down shot there by Grady Gulp.
Trepanier, good hustle to get that next shot on.
Yep. And a big chance there. Excellent stiff arm shoulder check by the Oyster River Bobcats to poke it away. And it gets almost stolen away here. This could be a chance for Spaulding.
Rowan Hughes, number 7, is good speed and is a sophomore who has a lot of potential and has had a good shift here. He's done a lot of good things for Spaulding.
Oyster River.
Wow.
Off in
One
the corner.
time
And here comes a big chance. Shot.
Oh,
and
wow.
a stop there.
I just spoke of Rowan Hughes. Boy, what a chance.
And it's on the blue line. Offside, Spaulding. Good eye by the referee.
He may be seeing that in his sleep, Nick. That was a great effort.
Oh.
He had the puck, and it was a good save by Howard. But
if you want to talk Toronto-Boston Game 7, that's like where the game is just going back and forth. That's what it feels like right now.
But I would say under control by both teams.
Yes,
no breakdowns on defense.
Exactly. Face-off won by the Bobcats on that one, but then they lose it on the play. Here's a chance.
Good poke
Gene
check.
gets it stolen away, and now here comes the Bobcats. Bobcats moving it up. They're going to try and ring it around the rails. Here's a chance for Swiss, and it's just poked away by Anthony Allen, and now here comes the Red Raiders.
Pass was just a little behind him. He had to try to adjust.
And now here comes a chance and a shot and a save made by Harwood. Another save, another shot, another save. Where is this game
going?
Hit
there. Heavy hit, Nick.
Yes, another heavy hit, and Harwood's just going to close it up quickly.
Harwood went from one side of the net to the other in a hurry to shut off that wraparound because it was there initially.
Yes. You got to get your blind spots cleared out as quick as you can. Goaltenders, when they're moving, it's fast, it's motionless, it's everywhere.
I would say this has been a very even second period. I give Oyster River the advantage initially.
Yes.
Spaulding has, again, responded.
Sit in the corner, have a few sips of water, get back out there, ding, ding, hear the bell. Now here comes the Bobcats with the puck as they're going to try and get it out of their zone. They will do a little saucy pass.
Good back check.
Unfortunately there, yes, it was an excellent back check by the Red Raiders. 3:35 remaining.
Both teams get that third forward.
Yeah, and there's a big chance here for the Red Raiders. Shot! Score!
I believe that was Anthony Allen, Nick.
Anthony Allen answers the bell. He scored the last game, if I'm not mistaken, on that last play. It's 1-0 Red Raiders. 3:29 remaining, and just like that, the Red Raiders come knocking on the door.
Note that's Allen's 12th goal of the season. He has come on in the second half. He had a big 2 goals against Alvin Milford last Wednesday.
And you knew somebody was going to break.
That was a great individual effort, Nick, that led to that goal. And that's what you need in these types of games.
Yes.
Individual, sustained effort.
Anthony Allen just buried it and just, it was just a bounce back to him. Like I said before, rebounds. And, if you're going to take a goaltender
chance
to the
here, Nick.
Here's a big chance here. Another opportunity. Shot and a save made by Harwood.
Boy, what a glove.
Unbelievable.
Boy, what a glove. That was a great look by Spaulding. Great setup.
Oyster River.
Pass.
Oyster River. We don't go quietly in the night, even if we're down by 1.
Boy, that was a great chance.
3:04 remaining. You don't want to sit on your heels with that, that right there, being down by 1. Here comes another opportunity. Shot over the glove and wide.
Backhander.
On that backhand shot.
Owen Nesbitt, again, an individual effort to make the play happen, Nick.
Yes. And here comes an opportunity for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders are going to reset.
Soft pass there. Good play by Oyster River to stop that clearance.
2:40 remaining. Little toss and dump. Here comes a big chance. 3-on-2 if they can hurry it up. And it's tripped down. We got a delayed penalty coming up. And the Bobcats are going to go on the power play as it's going to be confession time for the Red Raiders.
Tough break there. I thought that was a fair call by the official, but a necessary play to stop a goal.
And this one's going to go on number 11 for the Spaulding Red Raiders. Braden Roy will take this one.
Who is a key penalty killer for Spaulding. Boy,
and
he's a great penalty killer.
That is that talk about catching a lucky break in your 5-card deck offensively if you're the Oyster River Bobcats.
Good play there. Banging it out right away by Spaulding. Doobie on the penalty kill with Gene. They can score shorthanded. But I would say killing this penalty is paramount right now.
Yes. Minute 40 left to play in the power play for Oyster River Bobcats. And
Oyster River has a good power play, Nick, as you've seen all year. Please note.
And here's an opportunity.
Look out here.
Stolen out.
Here comes a
2-on-1 break. If they can catch it, this would be an interesting play. Opportunity. Shot. Save made by Harwood. Oh, what a save there. Talk about that. You might as well call up the Coast Guard and say, I have been just stolen.
Give Harwood credit. That was a big save there. Again, I just said it, Nick.
Yes.
Short-handed, Spaulding is dangerous, and it showed.
And here comes Braden Moriarty. Moriarty with a big chance and an opportunity. Moriarty. And it's a little trip down and looking for a play, a penalty on that. 58 seconds to play here.
When you get one penalty, it takes a lot to get a second penalty.
Absolutely.
In my opinion. It has to be egregious for it to be called for a two-man advantage.
Here comes the Oyster River Bobcats. Moriarty, one-man rush up, looking for Byer, and Byer was just not there.
Poplinski, perfect defensive technique by Spaulding. Great angle.
And here comes the Red Raiders. They're going to try and bleed the clock. 35 seconds remaining, but it's stolen away. Looking for Nolan Swiss. Swiss coming up. It has just been back and forth action, and they're going to have to reset it again. The Oyster River Bobcats just can't find it with a minute remaining, 22 seconds remaining on the power play.
Colton Nevin, again, a great defensive
Swiss.
play. Look out.
Swiss with the shot just a bit wide. Wow. They have been shooting like missiles and darts, zinging BBs, but just not falling through.
Good velocity,
8 seconds remaining.
Good pass here, Nick.
Here comes a big chance and an opportunity shot, and it's stopped down. 3 seconds remaining. Here comes the Oyster River Bobcats. Back and forth they go. Penalty is over for the Spaulding Red Raiders. 26 seconds remaining. Here comes a chance.
2 men in front of the net, Nick.
Yes, 2 men in front right there for the Oyster River Bobcats. Stolen down. Opportunity. 17 seconds remaining. Talk about your pins and needles. Hang on tight, folks. We're just going around the Yankee Cannonball.
Still in the zone, Nick. They could not get it out there. 5 seconds. Now they'll get it out.
And here comes the 4 seconds and 1, and that's going to do it.
Wow, Nick. Wow, what a second period.
Yes.
Nick.
But the Red Raiders at home, senior night, it has just come down to this. 1-0 their score, and everybody is just going to have to work shop.
It's 1-0, but realistically it could be 2-3-0.
Yes.
Give Howard credit. He's made some big saves in that second period.
He has been the lights out besides, that one miss. It was just a funny bounce. The rebound just came out, and just things happen.
I've seen most of the Spaulding home games this season. The first 2 periods of this game, the best hockey they played all season. Sustained pressure and good defense as well.
And plus, also, this is their home rink, and they know every angle, every corner.
Sure.
They always say in high school hockey, things can change in a matter of a snap of a finger.
These teams know each other well. They probably played against each other or with each other in some cases.
Yes.
At the younger level. So there's no tricks here to the trade, Nick.
Yes.
It's a grind-out affair. Just do your job and do your job only.
Yep.
Don't try to do player B's job. Do your job, but do it well. And that's going to be the key to this third period.
We'll get you those shots on goal in a little bit, but as of right now, we're going to let the Zamboni clean up the ice.
Sure.
And then we're going to take a little breather.
Our friend Ben Gregoire is all over it. Please
yep, and we will go from there. we'll have a few minutes to get back there, and we'll have Ben clean up the ice on this one. We'll be seeing him in a little bit back here in a moment here on the MC5 Sports Podcast at H. Welcome back to the MC5 Sports Podcast. And H. Brian, let's hear it on those shots on goal.
That last period was 12-8 Spaulding. For the game, it's 25 to Spaulding, 11 for Oyster River. Oyster River had a lot of chances in the first half of that second period.
And they're just not falling. That's the thing. It's like if you take the shot, it's got to land in that portion of the net, and it's just going zipping wide.
Note we've only had one penalty. Also a key factor.
Yes.
Spaulding staying out of the penalty box is also a key factor. Oyster River is obviously, they do a good job in that department. Spaulding has been better with that this season. Much more disciplined, strong hockey, and staying out of the box.
Yes, and the one big key thing is that Harwood, he's got to be the guy. He's got to be the game guy right now. I mean, McIntyre's defense has been standing up, poke checking and doing everything, but Harwood himself,
all four of the top defensemen for Spaulding, Braden Roy, Colton Nevin, the freshman, has played well.
Yep.
Hunter Poplinski has been solid. Logan Barker is a good two-way player. All four of those players have played well defensively.
It should get interesting as we start this third period because, Oyster River, I'm pretty sure Coach Harwood must have been saying something in there, saying like, boys, we're right there. We're in that moment. We have got what it takes.
Absolutely. Has to be pleased with that second period, I would think. For the most part, his team outplayed him.
Yeah, and it's not a blowout like most teams like they've been doing, and even the same with Spaulding. Right. So, face-off won by the Oyster River Bobcats. We play on here.
Next goal will be critical. Got a quick whistle, Nick.
Yes.
Boy, a quick whistle.
That was a quick one indeed. Icing. 14:53 remaining.
Boy, that was fast.
Yes.
I thought he carried the line.
Yes, indeed.
I have to clean my glasses.
I know, right? Maybe we'll have Benji do it with the Zamboni. Hold on, you got any more water in there?
That would be troubling. I would be in a fog in more ways than one.
14:43 remaining here, and 1-0 our score. And as the Oyster River Bobcats take it into the zone, and
icing
it's
the
icing the other way, and I guess we're having a little bit of icing going on.
Here's a stat for you: 14 seconds per icing here in the third period.
Oh, wow. That is.
We only played 28 seconds.
You're right. I never realized that till you brought up the stats. I'm like, I look it up and I'm like, whoa.
You say I like numbers. Here we go.
Yeah, here you are. That's a big key thing in any sport if you know numbers. So.
Oh, sure. Sure.
My mathematics, we're decent. We'll say that.
Always take away the opponent's strength.
Exactly.
Often that is stat-based.
There was a good movie called Moneyball that was about stats.
Oh,
and it
baseball,
was,
yes.
it was a baseball movie, and it was very, very well placed. There's a big chance. Here comes an opportunity for Oyster. Oh, wow. Funny deflection. Trying to look for it, trying to get the answer back.
It deflected off Nevin all the way across the net.
And
good
a shot.
There.
Ooh, wow.
From the blue line, Nick.
Yes. A blue line shot and a save made. And the Oyster River Bobcats will have a face-off and the Spaulding Red Raiders in the Red Raiders zone with 14:04 remaining.
Again, that was Nick Dreyer. Boy, I've said his name a lot for
Yes, he's been a guy that you're not afraid of, and the face-off is a stalemate. One there. Grady Galt with a shot. Ooh, just whistling Dixie wide on that one.
Both these teams have defensemen who can be offensively minded and have some scoring ability, which is pretty exciting.
And here's an opportunity. Hard check right there. And a little trip, no call.
Logan Barker very active for Spaulding. Very active.
And Oyster River just keeping it in the zone. And stolen away. Excellent defensive work there by the Red Raiders.
Evan Tremblay, a junior, has played well.
He's been a name that's been put up there.
Yeah, he's fought through injury at the beginning of the season and has come on as of late. Good back check again. Boy, they're playing well.
And here comes the Oyster River Bobcats. They're going to try and go again, but the back check has been the key factor between Spaulding and Oyster River.
Two forwards back check there beautifully, Nick. In the past, you'd have zero forwards doing that. That's quite a coaching change, and credit should go to Jamie Ferrullo for that.
Yes,
he's a good hockey coach and a good guy. I like him a lot. Both these coaches are good coaches and nice guys.
Spaulding has to reset on the offsides. They'll make a line change. Funny little bounce off of Doobie. Goes off the hands. Now here comes a big chance.
Not a hand pass because his glove was open.
Yep, and a shot just goes wide. You know, it makes you wonder if they miss Sawyer LeVake because it does shake. It does shake that lineup a little bit.
I remember him from the championship game last year. Boy, he was a difference maker.
Yes, he was indeed. Here's an opportunity, and here comes a chance here. Another opportunity and a shot. Defensive block down by the Bobcats.
Just behind Tyler Jean that time.
Here's another chance.
Just behind Tyler Jean again. Boy,
once again.
Tony Allen that time on the second attempt. This is good skating here.
Here comes Talon Byer. Byer, you can't sit on him without knowing about things about Talon Byer. Talon Byer can be a tenacious and dangerous person when he gets that puck on his stick.
Where's the C for a reason, Nick?
Yes, exactly.
No, good save there by McIntyre. That was a good chance.
Yes, it was an excellent save indeed.
About 30 feet, I would estimate.
12 minutes to the dot. You couldn't predict that one.
No. You get 60 cracks at it, Nick.
Yeah. As we still continue on here in this third period, 1-0 our score, and it's a nice head blocked down there by Maddox March.
Speed here.
Yeah, look at the speed, and offsides is number 5.
Jackson Shapley.
Yeah, Shapley goes just a bit offsides.
Looks to be a little shaken up, took a pretty heavy hit there.
Yeah.
Seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Again, he's a strong, up-and-coming player, sophomore. He'll be a big factor for the Red Raiders down the road. He's got size. And a lot of good. He's a good scorer as well. Good two-way player.
And the face-off is won by the Spaulding Red Raiders on this one, and the Bobcats are trying to poke it away. Here's an opportunity outside of the net.
Riley Kondusky, who's also improved considerably from last season. He was a JV player for most of the season last year. He has stepped up his game.
And here comes a big opportunity and a big chance here. Here comes Oyster River shot. Paddle save, and it goes into the crowd off the netting. 11:22 remaining. Big chance there for the Oyster River Bobcats.
First time the Spaulding defense really sagged back, and Oyster River passed it back to the point for that look. That's a good strategy by them. They'll have a lot of point opportunities if Spaulding drops off too far.
Here comes the big opportunity here. Face-off won by
the zone, Nick.
Yep, and it's lost. Now here comes the Red Raiders. They're going to reset, and that's the thing. I said it before. Oyster River's neutral zone has just been dominated. It was in the first period and second period.
They're just having a hard time getting in that 20-foot area. Spaulding is lulling them to that spot and taking care of the puck.
10:58 remaining and clock running here. And the Bobcats are just trying everything they can to battle this witch hunt between Spaulding.
Here comes LeVake.
LeVake, yep, Cole LeVake.
Good stand-up.
Nice stand-up check right there.
And it could be good play there by that youngster.
Yeah, and nice
Dominic
pop down.
DeRosa. I like him a lot.
Yes, and a shot, just a whistle shot and a save with...
Again, creates a face-off, allows a line change, all on the offensive end.
McIntyre just covers it up.
From a defensive point of view, set up the defense, get your better players on the ice. So it's a catch-22.
Can't agree. Can't agree more. And we all have a face-off inside the Spaulding Red Raiders zone. And the face-off is won by the Red Raiders on that stalemate. But an opportunity for the Oyster River Bobcats. Here comes a chance. Maddox March, shot and the save. Another opportunity.
Couple rebound chances there for Oyster River. Maddox March on that initial shot. Another good defensive player. Defenseman with some offensive ability.
And looking forward is the Oyster River Bobcats.
Good play here, Nick.
Yes.
Force a turnover. Trying to cycle the puck in deep.
Yes. And a big opportunity on the blue line. No offsides. Wow, we might have to look at that on our MC5 Sports podcast review.
Throw your red flag on that one, Nick.
Yeah.
Boy, it was close.
Yeah, it was very close. And a big opportunity here. Oyster River loses it, and it goes. And now Spaulding loses it. And now looking forward, one-man change out for the Bobcats.
Braden Laurie will blast it up. We'll take the icing.
And take the icing with 9:14 remaining. Spaulding feels the pressure.
Gene had a chance there. made a couple good shifting moves, left to right, right to left. Oyster River had to go through 3 of them.
Just to blow that chance right there, you must be sleeping on the wrong pillow.
Again,
after that.
Gene is a clutch player, though. You give him chances, he'll put the puck in the net.
And the face-off is won by the Oyster River Bobcats, and they're going to keep it in the zone. Somehow, some way, shot and a glove save, and he makes a catcher's save on that one.
Oh, he has a very good glove. Both these goalies have outstanding gloves, Nick. Very good gloves. I would argue you're better off shooting to the stick side.
Yes.
With both these guys. I would concentrate on the stick side.
It's very hard to, you got to catch a goaltender napping, as he's down.
There's
and then
no opportunity for a nap if you're a goaltender in this game.
No, not at all.
This play has been intense.
And it's on the blue line. There is an offsides. Oyster River is going to take it.
Spaulding retreated from the puck because of it.
Yep. And there's a big opportunity. 8:43 remaining here in this third period.
One thing I noticed about Oyster River, they really like the cross dump into the zone. They like the cross dump. Spaulding seems prepared for it, in my opinion. Good hit there.
And we got a penalty on...
Boy, this is questionable. Boy, I don't disagree.
Nolan Swiss.
Matching penalties.
Matching here.
Well,
we're going to have a little 4-on-4 wide open hockey.
If you're going to, I suppose, if you're going to call matching penalties, call it.
You got your star scorer right here, Nolan Swiss.
That looked questionable. I would say that was questionable on both ends of it.
And here we go.
5-on-5, Nick.
5-on-5. Wow, we're going to have a 5-on-5 matchup. Face-off won by the Bobcats. I thought for a moment there we were going to get a little wide open hockey, Give it a little...
Tremblay tried the short side there and missed.
Yes, and now here comes Talon Byer. Byer takes a stick with him and decides, hey, I want your stick, buddy.
Riley Kondeski, back check again. Boy, he's playing well. This third line for Spaulding has held their own.
Now here comes the Red Raiders. Big chance and an opportunity, and taken away by the Oyster River Bobcats. Bobcats have it. Here comes a chance. Oh, just a bit wide on Byer's stick as Liam Eddy was just looking for the magic to happen.
Credit to Trepanier again on a back check. That was a good look by Oyster River that time.
This is the first time we've seen the Bobcats really have a set-up shot, but now it's just taken away and dumped down Main Street. And
this will be waved off, Nick.
Yeah, it bobbed off the back end of the stick of number 14, Nick Dreher.
Good pressure here.
And the Oyster River Bobcats are just going to continue to play on. Here comes a chance. Oh, it was going to go Whistle and Dixie off of the padding and wide.
Tricky shot there. That was a tricky look. Kind of disguised the shot. But it was wide. Just wide.
Just a bit wide.
Just wide.
As Bob Uecker would say, ball 4, ball 8.
Boy, that's one of my favorite movies, Nick. Boy, they're laying off pitches that close. Boy, I love that. Here we go, Ryan
And
Doobie.
Here comes Doobie again. Doobie trying to move it around. Shot and a block down shot there, and it's a stop there by Harwood.
So shooting to the good look
a big opportunity in the feet.
Good pass.
Another shot, Allen. Another shot, save made. Doobie looking behind the net.
Sustained pressure here by Spaulding.
Yeah, and the stick gets lost. I might be saying that somebody tossed his wood across the ice, but I don't know.
3 good chances by Spaulding, all answered by Howard. Again, shooting to the...
And here comes a big chance. Shot and a save made.
Shooting to the stick side creates rebounds, Rick and Nick. Sorry, and you've seen a couple of them.
That's all right. And
boy, you took that well.
That's all right. We're in the middle of it. Oh, an opportunity right there.
An example of that the other way. Nick.
Yes.
Here we go. 2-on-2.
Shot. Ooh, just a bit whistling wide. 6:07 remaining. Are we getting a glimpse of state playoffs?
Possibly. Again, these teams are evenly matched. Braden Roy, good pass.
And a shot and a save. Chest save. Rebound out in front. Looking for it. They're saying it's in. They're saying it's in. Referee says no goal.
Referee waved it off. You can see the Spaulding fans behind claiming that it went in. Again, some rebounds here as of late.
And there may have a...
What do we have here? Penalty, perhaps?
Penalty, yes, indeed. It's going to be Soil Levake. Cole Levake.
Not a player you want in a penalty box if you're an Oyster River fan.
No. 5:48 remaining.
Too good of a player.
Spaulding was just about to erupt in this building, it was 20 seconds later.
Howard was looking behind him, please note, off the last shot on the rebound. Let's see what the Red Raiders can do with this power play. It's a unique power play, Nick. 5 forwards, with Braden Roy playing as a forward.
And a shot and a save with 5:37 remaining.
You'll see Gene and Doobie at the top with Roy, Evan Trepanier, and Tony Allen down low. It's a unique power play look.
Absolutely.
It's been better this season. That's a big face-off win.
Exactly. Here comes the Bobcat. Or correction,
good patience.
Big chance and opportunity. Shot and a save made there. I just adjusted the camera just a little bit.
I'm sure it's a good adjustment on your part.
Yes. So that way somebody could see around that corner there.
Yes. Spaulding here with the power play with 5 minutes left. You want to be smart at the same time. You don't want to miss the net and lead to a breakaway the other way.
Exactly.
Be smart. You're still ahead by a goal. Search out the good shot.
And move the defense, because right now they're playing box formation. You want to split that defense up. And they keep it in again. This is the one thing we were just talking about.
Again, Doobie has a lot of speed. Look at that speed, Nick.
And there goes Doobie right there. Shot and a save made off the pad.
Boy, what power on that shot.
And they'll just dump it down the street and reset.
Short-handed. Good strategy.
4:36 remaining and 50 seconds remaining on the power play for the Spaulding Red Raiders.
This has been a good power play, Nick. They have set up in
Look
the
at
zone
this, Patrick Kane style, Tyler Jean.
Good next pass there.
And a shot and a save made by Harwood. We'll have a face-off with 4:22 remaining.
Win or lose this game, you got to give Howard a lot of credit.
Oh, yeah.
He's been spectacular.
He's done everything as expected.
No, McIntyre has been flawless as well.
Yeah, and I mean, it's,
usually McIntyre will see between 30 and 35 shots a game. That has not been the case.
No, it's been a pretty substantially even match. Goaltender-wise, just the one goal was the funny bounce, and it just happens.
Here we go, one-on-one.
It's the name of the game. There's a shot and a save. Harwood's going to cover it. All business.
Again, all good things.
Put that tie on.
Spaulding can set up a face-off, still have 15 seconds on the power play. Again, this has been a good power play for Spaulding. It's the second power play unit. More conventional with 2 defensemen. Poplinski and Barker. See if he can get a shot off.
There's a face-off won by...
Good play by Nesbitt.
And a block down opportunity. Here comes a chance. Here comes Moriarty. 2 seconds and one. Looking for it. Oh, I thought that was going to go in for 1 second. Oh, my goodness.
Good defensive play again by Barker.
And they're going to make a line change here. Here comes a chance and an opportunity. Moriarty behind the net.
Back to even strength, Nick. Please note. 3:30 left.
3 minutes.
This is exciting.
This is getting down to the wire. It is coming down to this. Both these teams have already clinched playoff contention.
Right. Spaulding could finish in first, Nick, with a lot of things would have to happen in the next game, but it's possible.
The next game for Oyster River is Keene. They're playing a D1 team.
Yes.
And I believe this is the last game for Spaulding.
That is correct, Nick. They are 14-3. We could have a whole 1 hour show try to explain the playoffs.
I know, right? After the game, we will talk some quick little strategy, 5 minutes, and get.
Boy, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's get to this 2:45 first.
Yes. And the Bobcats just battling
Again,
right
good
here.
Back check. See if we can get it in the zone.
And Doobie trying to keep it in.
Patience.
Looking for a chance. Tosses it off the waffle board, and it's a save made by Harwood.
Backhander coming up.
Yep, and it's a little deflection up and goes down in and play a little plinko on the Price is Right there for the Spaulding Red Raiders.
Spaulding is set up perfectly with a 1-goal lead. They have their good offense on the ice here. In theory, there'll be 2, maybe 3 more shifts maximum. And here's we have a timeout, boys. These coaches are doing a good job.
And the Oyster River Bobcats are going to call timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. And
Oyster River timeout.
Oyster River timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll take a quick breather. It's been Pins and Needles, the Bobcats, and the Red Raiders here at Rochester. Back in a moment. All right. Well, they took a break.
Boy, we had to catch our breath, Nick.
I
Boy,
know.
This has been some kind of game, Nick.
I know. We had to take a minute. You know, it was like, good. That will give us some
This
hope.
is a preview of what it will be like in the tournament.
Oh, yes.
Boy,
I mean, the only teams that we got to look forward to, and this includes Spaulding, is Goffstown and Merrimack. And, you know, you can't sit on them.
Nope, they're good teams. Goffstown's been on a roll as
And
well.
a
Good
shot
save.
and a save there by Harwood.
Again, smart shot by Doobie. Get it on net. Get a face-off. Don't allow any breakouts. So set up your offense with a 1-goal lead, patiently.
And here we go. Shot and a waffle board save there by Harwood.
That was a strong shot from almost the side of the board, Nick.
Yes.
About 35 feet. Look at him stick handle.
Oh, nice move there.
Boy, he's got good second effort. But give credit to Oyster River.
Yes.
Credit to both teams on that play.
Big chance and an opportunity. Bobcats dumps it around.
Inside of 2 minutes,
The big
Nick.
question is when are they going to pull Harwood?
Well, it depends on where the puck is, Nick. If Spaulding can keep it on this end a little bit, that's
And a little
delays that
trip
action.
and no penalty called.
Wow.
That was a lucky break for the Red Raiders.
I would think Howard would be coming out of the net maybe 15, 20 seconds if they can set it up.
Now here comes a big chance and an opportunity.
Still a little early, Nick.
Oyster River hemming him
Here he
in.
comes, Nick.
And Harwood's going to come in, and we're going to have a face-off inside the Red Raiders zone.
One thing about high school hockey, if I noticed, they're little. Coach Howard gives credit for the timing of the pulling of the goalie. Some coaches wait more than what you would see.
And
at the
they're putting
NHL
him right
level.
back in.
Well, certainly. Then you can bring him back over. It's good strategy. Just
Because you don't want to take it, you don't want to risk it for the biscuit. You know?
Spaulding wins a face-off and shoots
Yeah,
it.
and just
Like
like
if he
that,
wasn't
right
there,
there.
that would have been a goal. Yes.
Yep, and it's a stop there by Harwood. They know what's at store.
That's why he's a good coach, Nick.
Yes. He came out of Summersworth, I heard.
Yes.
He was a teacher.
He's a nice guy. I had many discussions with him when I was at Summersworth.
And here comes a big chance and an opportunity off the outside of the net. Now here comes Harwood. Here comes a big chance. Oyster River hemming it in. Shot. And a save.
Rebound control was good there, Nick.
Yes. Excellent job. Oh, another shot and a save.
See if they can get it out. They do.
Coming down to a final minute, and icing will be the call.
Yep. Again, good pressure there by Oyster River. 52 seconds left. A lot of time here. These players should not be all that gassed. We just had a stoppage, so they should be able to go the 52 seconds without a problem. It's all about who wants it more right now.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite word right there. Who wants
There's
it
got to
more?
be face-off based here. Good win by Spaulding.
Yes, indeed. And now here comes the Bobcats. Bobcats take a shot in traffic. Another shot.
Wow, what a
Looking
save
for
by
it. Another
McIntyre.
save made by McIntyre.
The second save, Nick, was awesome.
And it goes up and into the crowd. 40 seconds remaining.
Still a lot of time, Nick. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Oyster River seems at
Bobcats knows what's at stake, knows everything that they need to do.
They seem to be at their best when they get it back to the point, Nick.
Yes.
Offensively, and then get the
and a little
rebound
hard
chance.
check right there. Bobcats keeping it in. It's a hem in. Spaulding's running the clock. They're trying to hem him in to run the clock.
2 by 3. 3 Oyster River.
Here comes Harwood. Levick. Levick has it. Correction.
Flip it
Save.
out.
Another shot. And it's up in the air. Deflected out. This could be a big opportunity.
Still time, Nick.
Still time. 16 seconds. Now we're down to 10.
Good back check there.
And it's offsides. And oh boy.
Tony Allen made a good play to slow him up at the blue line. Again, Spaulding, got to keep your composure here. No need to get involved. There's still a lot of time. 8 seconds. A lot of things can happen here.
Yep.
All it takes is a pass and a shot.
And here we go. 6 seconds remaining.
See if they go up high to get it out.
Little hard hit.
Got a penalty.
Delayed penalty. And that's it. That's it. It's over. And we got a fight over at the end of the quarter.
This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate, Nick.
And just like that, the Bobcats and the Oyster River and the Spaulding Red Raiders, they are going at it.
It's like a player from Spaulding may be hurt. It's unfortunate. You hate to see that at the end of the game. It's such a hard-fought game.
And this is what playoffs are going to look like. Oh boy.
I know neither coach will be happy with the way that.
No way. And even though it is 18 and Talon Bayer looks like this is just a hot kettle stove waiting to erupt.
You got to have discipline, please note, Nick.
Yes.
As a coach for over 20 years, you got to have discipline in these situations.
Yes.
Shake hands, get in the locker room.
Exactly.
For both these teams, they'll have tournament games. That's the important thing.
Yes.
As great as this game was, the postseason's more important.
And Ryan Doobie just gave the old wave, like, see you later, and just did that. And there might be some big fines coming from the NHIAA.
Thought the two officials,
for both teams.
I thought the two officials handled that relatively well. They got in there quickly and tried to quell that.
It is about as hot as it can get, and and this is just going to come down to the wire at the end of this. It's as big as you're going to see. And I keep your eyes peeled on the shake hand right now because these guys, they know.
Well, I'm big on sportsmanship, Nick.
Yes, I am too. Same here.
That's probably one of my biggest traits as a coach is sportsmanship. You play the game hard, you play it between the whistles, and you leave it all on the ice or on the court or on the field.
Yes.
When the game ends, you shake hands.
Exactly.
And you regroup. You'll have plenty of other opportunities.
You got the video room. You got everything to look forward to. So, but what a game.
Oh, absolutely.
In all seriousness, what a game. It came down to it. And then you could see off in the corner here, the two goaltenders,
There's got to be a lot of respect.
They got a lot of respect between each other.
Yes.
They both played a phenomenal game. Harwood and McIntyre.
Sure.
That just might have boosted McIntyre's play.
Those are the two reasons why these teams are successful, is that two goaltenders are simply outstanding. And you saw that tonight, Nick.
Yes. And now we were going to quickly talk about playoffs before we run away.
Sure, Nick. Boy, I flipped my sheet over.
I know, right? I'm going to let you take the wheel on this one.
All right. So note, Spaulding regular season finished 15-3. They'll have 60 points on you. Go on the NHIA website. You can see the points and their rating. It's all about the rating. So Oyster River is now 13-2-2. They have 57 points. Spaulding is 60. If Oyster River wins at Keene on Friday, they will be first. They will get 5 points for that win because it's a Division I school, so you get an extra point for a win.
Yes.
Which means Oyster River does have to win that game to get first place. Right now, Spaulding would be sitting in first. St. Thomas still has 2 games left. They're playing Dover right now. They have Portsmouth Newmarket Saturday. There's a chance that St. Thomas could finish first. The good news for Spaulding is by winning this game, they can do no worse than third. No worse than third.
No, exactly. And they're already in. Everybody's in.
It looks like it's first or second, to be honest with you, Nick. Hard to say. I can't predict. Not a hockey prognosticator.
Yeah, we can't predict the future. We can't predict the time.
If you're me, and this is my last thing I'm going to say about this, you see Dover at 8-1, eighth place. I do not want to play them in the first round. They're a very well-coached team. They're a very dangerous team. Spaulding had 2 tough games with them. I'm sure Oyster River had tough games with them.
Yeah.
That's a team you don't want to play of these teams at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, and
I would rather play a Winnicott.
Yes.
Spaulding controlled them twice.
And I heard Winnicott got knocked out of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
They should still be in contention, Nick. They're 8-8.
Okay. So they're 8-8. So
Summersworth Co-Brown lost today.
Yes.
To Merrimack. So we'll need to focus on Lebanon Stevens Mascona's game to determine who's 9th. But it looks like Dover will most likely be 7th.
Yes.
And Winnicott will be 8th, depending on their results.
Yes.
Still a lot to figure out.
Yes, and there's so much time, right at the end. We haven't seen the genie come out of the bottle yet. It's close.
These 2 teams have a very good opportunity to play again. And I'm sure if it's to the level of play that we saw here tonight, it's going to be a great game.
What we saw in Manchester last season. We knew something was going to be brewing in the NH Granite State County.
You said it well, though. Do not fall asleep on Goffstown. Do not fall asleep on Alvin Milford.
And Merrimack.
I've seen those teams play. They gave Spaulding fits. They're good hockey clubs. Anyone in the top 5.
And you can't sit on Merrimack either because James Brew, to me, when I watched that kid last season,
what a shot he has! I remember him from last year.
Yeah,
Boy,
he was
a shooter.
He's a goaltender. James Brew is the
James Brew is the goalie.
Yeah,
they have one really good offensive player. Merrimack.
Yes. They also did have a player that went off to juniors. Wow. He scored 100 goals and broke the record in the NHIAA.
Wow!
So not bad for a kid.
For Spaulding, this win means a lot to them because they found a way to beat Oyster River. That's been their trouble spot here in the last 2 seasons. They found a way to win this game. As I say, is one of my favorite quotes. You don't rate them, but you get them. You got to get a W, and they got it tonight.
And they did
this should propel them to the playoffs, as they played playoff hockey out here tonight.
Absolutely.
Oyster River will be fine.
Yes.
They're a fine club. They'll be ready to play in the playoffs. I guarantee you they'll be ready to play in the playoffs, and will do some damage.
Oh, yes. And, and like I said, battling through the injuries. I'm pretty sure Spaulding, they battled through injuries. Sure. Oyster River, same thing. I
know Oyster River's a little short-handed tonight. That being said, they have a week and a half to rest.
Yes.
And to get healthy, and they'll be ready.
And they got to be ready for it all. They got to be ready.
Playoff run. It's been a lot of fun, Nick.
Yes, absolutely. And we got playoff hockey possibly coming down for the Oyster River Bobcats at the Witt, maybe here. They could be hosting a game here at the Rochester.
Problem is, all those games, which is a good thing, I think, all those games are at the same time.
Yes.
So it's at 4 o'clock on that Saturday afternoon. It will be Saturday, March 8th.
Yep.
Will be those games, which there's no scouting advantage. You all play them all at once at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So there'll be a lot of going back and forth.
Exactly.
To find out who's winning.
And then, unfortunately, we can't cover in Concord and at Manchester unless the NHIAA convinces us that, hey, we got to have Brian Hebert, we got to have Nick McCombie, we got to have these guys come and do the games for us. So, but it was always a pleasure, as always.
Thank you so much for letting me be part of your broadcast.
Oh, yes.
And this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what it's all about here at MC5 Sports. Good sportsmanship, having fun, and that's all that matters. I'm Nick McCombie, alongside me, Brian Hebert. We got you. We hope to see you guys again soon. This is the last game of the regular season for my coverage. It's playoff time, baby, here on the MC5 Sports. We'll see you guys again soon. Have a good night.